What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing fantastically. On today's show, we're going to be sharing with you guys your product ecosystem or your business's ecosystem. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about your business's ecosystem, the ecosystem that you will create. It's a process, a strategy where you've got your own ecosystem, your own economy. Your business creates your own economy. And there's several different aspects to this as well. It's exactly what we've created. This is exactly what you're part of as well. However, there's several aspects to it that you will create for your business specifically. And there's two main levels that you will be having within your own ecosystem, your own business's ecosystem. So as you guys are tuning in today, what I want you to do, share the stream, let more people hear this particular information that we're sharing today, because nobody's really doing it to this level of content every single day, right? Nobody's actually sharing it to this level of content, because your business, you can create your own ecosystem and a system that is for your business only, where people, all they're seeing is you. And it brings them to the point where they're like, all I see is you. You're the only option, the only person that I feel like a magnet to go towards to be able to do business with. So thank you so much for tuning in, Veronica. Thanks so much for tuning in, Indran. Hope you both are doing absolutely amazing. So this is what we're talking about today. We're talking about your ecosystem, your business's ecosystem, how it's relevant to your business, how to create it, how to have it so, people, all they see is you, okay? And that's what we're going to be creating today, your own business's ecosystem. And what this is going to do is this is going to create a lineup of people wanting to do business with you and with you only, right? And this is what we've been able to do for ourselves. And this is exactly what we're going to be sharing with you guys today. So how to create your own business's ecosystem. For a lot of businesses, right? A lot of businesses, they have a tendency to do some things really well and other things not so well. And what I mean by that is they're very good at providing a service. So there's a lot of businesses that have great services. They just don't get in front of enough people. They haven't got an ecosystem around their business. So they're very, very good at creating a great customer service or client service, which is fantastic. And then what happens as a result of that? They get a lot of referrals, right? Some businesses, they go to a lot of networking events and things like that, and they get a lot of referrals from there. Some get a lot, some don't, right? There's some differences. There's some things going on. There's a reason why, some businesses just accelerate past others and then others just stay where they are. And it all comes down to this word here, creating your own ecosystem for your business. Because there's two sort of main elements to it. And there's two ways to create an ecosystem. And this is what a lot of people have a tendency to get mixed up when it comes to creating their own ecosystems, is that there's a couple of different ways to be able to do it. A lot of it's all creating a supply and demand model, right? So supply and demand. There's only so many people you guys can be working with every single month. So if you're like a solopreneur, right? Or you're a lonepreneur, like you're doing it by yourself, you're the lone wolf. If that's you, that's okay, right? You can create a lineup of people that are wanting to do business with you, and you can do that you can create that. And it's about knowing what the number is. What is the number of people you can work with every single month? What is that number? Ask yourself that question right now. You guys should have pens and papers for every single live stream that we do to be able to take these types of notes, right? Because, I share so much knowledge, so much, strategy, so many ideas, and all of these, like everything I come up with, everything I speak about, I know I do, and I'm only sharing what I know and do and what I've created so that I can pass that knowledge across to you guys as well. So I'm just pulling up the last of the live stream right now as well, and we're going to get stuck into it, and we're going to talk about how you guys can create your own ecosystems for your business as well, and exactly what you can do today to be able to create that. So there's a couple of ways. Well, if you look at an ecosystem, right, the demand is for a product or it's demand for a service, okay? So it's demand for a product or it's demand for a service. Someone has a problem that they're looking to solve, all right? There's a problem that these people are looking to solve. So the demand or the ecosystem is built around a specific product or service, okay? And you're going, oh my God, okay, yeah, of course it is. It's all built around a product or service, right? It's something that gets results for people. It's something that people are excited by. And, it's all demand around a product or a service. That's what it is. That's how your ecosystem is built. Now, as part of that, right, and social media is a clear understanding of this as well, right? You've got to find ways to be able to now create the demand around it, right? So when it comes to your ecosystem, right, the demand is for the product, right? And you got to create that demand around the product. The ecosystem is the product or service, right? The demand is around the product. So it's like, how do you go about creating the demand around your product and service, right? Which is a lineup of people wanting to do business with you. And if you have questions today, guys, you can hit me with it. Like and share the stream. Let some more people hear this. So we're talking about creating your own business's ecosystem, and that's all around the product or service to create that demand of people that are wanting to do business with you, wanting to speak with you, wanting to work with you specifically. And this demand is not for everybody too, by the way. Okay, this demand that you're building is not for everybody, right? If you look at what we do, right, we don't do e-commerce, right? We're not doing e-commerce businesses, right? So we get a lot of e-commerce businesses come to us, download our blueprints, ask for help, all this type of stuff. However, we say, sorry, we can't help you. But hey, here's a name and number of somebody who can, right? Speak to these people instead, okay? We don't get any monetary gain from that at all. We actually lose money because some of these people would pay us $20,000, $30,000 to do this, right? So that's what we're missing out on, right? And this is exactly what you must be creating for your business as well, right? Everything, as you already know, supply demand. What happens in the property market when prices go up, right? It is a seller's market, right? Because there's more people buying than there is properties available, right? And when there's less properties available, more demand goes up, people can start charging more, right? Whereas if there's too many properties on the market, okay, and very little buyers, it's more of a buyer's market. Take your pick, what do you want to do, right? So it's creating your ecosystem is around your product or service to create that demand, right? And it's not for everybody, the demand that you're creating. It's not for everybody. Questions, guys? If you have questions, hit me with those as well. Like and share the stream. So, all right, how do you go about creating the demand, right, around this product and service? I mean, it's great to know that, hey, I must create some sort of a demand around my product. How do I go about doing that? So this is exactly how you do it. Now, the product or service will be one of two things. As I've said to you before, you can just be purely like a high ticket business, right? In terms of pricing, okay? Or you can, which I love that concept, by the way. That concept is the best, in my opinion, because it helps you scale faster, helps you grow faster. You're not looking for everybody. And what happens is when people get turned down to work with you at that stage, they go, okay, now I've got a goal to get to before I can start working with you at that level. You're creating demand for the product. And what happens over the next 6 months to 12 months to 2 years, 3 years, people are coming back to you to work with this product. They were turned down the first time. That's creating an ecosystem around a high ticket product. That's what people want to do. When people get turned down to work with you at a certain level, it creates more demand. You get 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 people all aching to go and get to a certain result, or to get something done first and then want to come back to you to work with you. That's creating the demand. You can do a lot of that through a lot of organic strategy. You can do a lot of that through, a lot of referral type business, right? But unfortunately, it is a slower process when it comes to the implementational side of this, right? It's a very slow process when it comes to referrals. You can basically take things to a whole new level purely by using paid marketing, right? And I've done so many videos on paid marketing, right, guys? Take your pick of a video on the page. I think we've done about 170 live streams of content around marketing, sales, products, services, strategy, systems, automation, like so much, like over about 160, 170 videos. I don't know. I've lost count. I'll tell you guys after this. Anyway, back to this. So creating your ecosystem, you can create it around purely a high ticket product. You can create it from a low ticket product. However, there's usually a few different types of people that will come to you. Some people want to spend, maybe $100 to $200, right? Maybe a little bit less than that even, right? Some people will want to come in and spend that much money to start with. It gets like a little bit of a bit of a taster to your product, right? That's a dollar sign, by the way. For those of you that follow me, you know that how good my writing is sometimes. So there's that aspect, right? Some people will want to spend that much. Some people will want to spend, hey, I've got a budget of about $1,000, right? Some people have $1,000 to spend. Some people will want to do more. They'll want to do this because they like the exclusivity that comes with this. And, something like this is going to be sort of, 5K and up, right? And that's what you're going to be creating as part of it, right? So a 5K and up type product. A lot of you would be more likely looking at how can, I challenge you guys, if you haven't got a high ticket product at the moment, you can create it. We've created it for people and we've sold it super fast through social media as well. We've got testimonials of people that have done sort of 25K in 2 weeks, done close to 100K in a month, testimonials on all of this, right? Screenshots of people that are doing it, etc. You can, I challenge you to go, what would be like a 10-star service, right? That I could create to, basically put a product like this in place, right? I challenge you guys straight after this to do it. If you want to bounce some ideas, book in a Warrior Scale session with us, right? So this is like, I guess, your product ecosystem, right? Some people want to spend 100, some want to spend 200, some want to spend $1,000. Some people, they can afford to spend a little bit more. It's just like where your profit margins are going to come from here. 80% of your revenue will come from that product right there, not from here. 80% will come from there. I mean, if you do $100,000 there, you guys can work out the numbers, right? It's going to be crazy. 80% of your business's revenue will come from that aspect. Now, the thing is, right, when people first come in, they ain't going to spend that. I'm sorry, they're not even going to spend this. I mean, sometimes it's more convincing to get someone to spend this than it is to get someone to spend that, right? It's a really, really, odd concept that I've come in place with, right? Some people, it's a harder sell here than it is there. And we're talking $5, $10, $15, $20, $30, $40,000 is an easier sell than a friggin' $100 or a $200 product. Don't ask me why. It's just it's a different. You're looking for different types of people to attract in your ecosystem, your business's ecosystem. It fascinates me, right? It absolutely fascinates me. If you guys have questions, hit me up with the questions, right? So this is creation of your ecosystem, right? However, you've got to create the demand. If you haven't got the demand, you can have these great products just doing sweet FA, sweet fuck all, right? And you got to create that demand, right? And this is how you do it. If you look at what we're doing right now, just look at what am I doing right now? What am I doing? Type it in the comments. What is this that you're in right now? What is it that you're watching? right? You're in the ecosystem, right? I'm not sharing with you anything new at all, right? Like, you know what the definition of an ecosystem is, right? So an ecosystem, you're in the ecosystem now. Now that you've watched a minimum of 10 seconds of my videos here on the page, you're in the ecosystem, right? And you're not going to leave it, right? You've watched over 10 seconds. Some of you have watched pretty much almost every single video on my page here, right? You're in the ecosystem. So you got to be going like this. What is the human nature of people? People like to share things, right? And especially on social media, people like to share things. Like and share this stream, by the way. Nobody's giving you this type of content here on the internet. So you may as well share it with people that you know. So sharing, right, of content. Okay? So sharing of content, sharing, content with friends, other business owners, people, right? Sharing concepts, right? Via valuable content. I'm not just talking like, just give part of a strategy and then say to somebody that, hey, if you want more information, download my thing. People are fucking sick of that shit. People are sick of it, right? Download my thing for more information, like get access to this if you would like to know how to do it, right? You guys are smart. You're not stupid, right? You've all had enough of that type of stuff, right? So how do you differentiate yourself and create demand? You freaking give it all away, right? And you might be going, well, I don't want to give away all my best stuff to people. People come to you because they get confused. They want to know what to do. They get like, what is my steps, right? How can I make this to myself, right? You demonstrate expertise, people will come to you for implementation, right? It's a given. It happens all the time. I see it every single day. We get leads every single day, right, coming through of people that are interested. They want to have a conversation. Some have gone through the every single one of them, have gone through the ecosystem in some way, shape, or form. So share content, right? And what do some people like to do as part of this? Some people like to watch, right? Some people like to watch, right? Some people like to read, right? What do people do? They forward this information. How do they forward it? Okay, they forward it on social media, email. What else do? They message it, right? So what do you do as a business owner? Well, it's quite simple. You give them, you do all of this, right? But all of this is automation, right? Every single one of this is automation. What do I do with these videos, right? So we publish the watch. You guys watch it. You're in the ecosystem. Some of you are already here. Some of you already get this. You're all watching this right now on social media. And we'll turn this into a read as well. It'll be published on websites and things like that eventually as well, right? And we'll share that. I might even share it as a concept written down in dot format and whatever else on Instagram, right? So your product, this is your business's ecosystem here that you're doing, right? So now the reason why you do this as well, right? And you give away your best stuff here, okay? And concepts and different things. The reason why you do that is because we're in a world right now where some people are skeptical. Some people are like, they might have been burnt. The word's used, I've been burnt in the past, all this type of stuff, right? I bought this product, it didn't work before, I've done an online course before, all this type of stuff, right? But you gotta find a way to get people excited. You gotta find a way to bring people through the ecosystem. Some people are not ready now. It just means the pain isn't bad enough yet for them, or they think that they can work it out themselves or whatever, right? And truth be told, if you went to somebody who is already doing it, get them to lay out the rules and how it all works and to help you do it, you speed up the process, right? But there will become a time where people will just get sick of, I use this word trying, right? Because it's a word that's used regularly. I'm going to try to do this myself. trying is the definition of failure, right? Or no intentions of doing something, or having the best intentions to do something and not doing it. So I don't know if you've ever tried to walk before. I didn't say walk. I didn't say go for a walk, because that would mean you just walked. You didn't try. You just walked, right? So this is the way that it works. So you got to start publishing content, and you got to do it regularly, right? And people, I don't know what it is, people liked these whiteboard sessions, so I just started doing more of them. And I asked everyone, would you prefer if I do it this way? They said yes. So I'm going to start doing things the way that people want it, right? What does that do? It creates more engagement. I mean, our engagement now has gone up by 6% over the last 28 days, right? Since I started doing this. So you got to adopt things to the way your marketplace wants to do it, right? So I'm not doing this for me to be on camera. I'm doing this for you guys, right? I'm not really, I would prefer not to do any of this, right? Like probably a lot of you are probably saying as well, right? I would not do this if I didn't if I didn't want it. Like I don't enjoy being live every single day, right? You might look at it and go, oh my God, Jarrod really enjoys it. But like, I mean, we've got so much work on at the moment, right? And things to do. We could use this a half hour to 45 minutes in other ways. However, I understand that this ecosystem, right, to grow into new markets, to grow and expand knowledge, to grow and expand audiences, this is a must do online, right? We must demonstrate our expertise on subjects, right? And you guys, and this is the thing, you guys could do this. Put into the comments and ask me a question of anything, and I will answer it here live, absolutely live, right? To demonstrate that I have expertise around anything around sales, marketing, automation, right? Tech, right? If there's something I don't know, I'll tell you guys, right? And you guys will know anyway, because I'm here live talking to you. Sometimes there's more in-depth conversations that we'll have, right? And it will require a lot longer than just a 30-minute video of a content share, right? So, well, getting excited, pushing that around. So your ecosystem, right? To create the demand, this is how you do it, right? So you must have things to watch. You must have things to read. How do you deliver it? You deliver it on social media, through email, and through message, right? In the 3 sections that people like to share. What do people do? They send your video via message to somebody, okay? So they'll send it on message to someone. They'll copy the link. They'll send it to one of their friends on another channel, right? They might copy the link and put it into email and then send it via email. They might copy the link, go across to their Instagram where they message their friends most often, and they'll send it to their friends via message on Instagram, right? If you send them an email, they go, oh my God, that's a great concept. I'm going to send that to who? My business partner. I'm going to send that to my partner. I'm going to send that to my best friend who does the exact same thing, right? And they're going to forward the email. The text messages, what are they going to do? Copy, paste, send to a friend, right? It's working, and it's the same across all channels. You must, for you guys to get exponential growth, you've got to create that ecosystem and that demand around their product. Every time something is shared, every time something is forwarded or whatever, it's all adding to your ecosystem. Because I mean, take video, because we're doing a video right now, so I'll take video as the example, right? Something that someone's watching, as soon as they've watched a minimum of 10 seconds, right? Actually, it's a minimum of 3 seconds, by the way. As soon as they watched a minimum of 3 seconds of this video, they are in your ecosystem for the next 12 months. All you got to do is just get them to watch another 3 seconds, right? If they don't watch another 3 seconds over the next 12 months, they're out of the ecosystem, right? But, that's would be the type of person you do not want to work with anyway, right? The people that you want to work with are going to be the people that will come back most days, okay? And, we've got a half decent following I have with my personal brand across all channels, and the organic reach isn't as big as what it has been in the past when it comes to all of this, right? So on social media, because Facebook wants you to spend money on marketing. And look, you can still do things organically, right? And I'm sure can you guys see me waving my hands and talking here? You see like the shadows on the screen there. You guys are going to see that more often now. I don't know whether you saw that before. So all of this here, guys, is about creating your own business's ecosystem. You create your own business's ecosystem. I can tell you this now, there's no competition. Once you've got an ecosystem, there's no competition. We have, at Business Warriors, we have an ecosystem, right? People come back. It's always growing. We're engaging more people every day, as I said, right? Since we switched to whiteboard sessions, which was what people wanted, okay? And what do? You give what the people want. And what naturally comes, increase in engagement. It's gone up by 6%, right? So this is what we're creating. This is what we're doing. This is exactly what you'll do as well, right? So you've got to be publishing content, right? So there's a couple of different ones. There's your business's ecosystem in terms of marketing and sales machine, etc., right? To engage and bring in new people and build audiences, all this type of stuff, right? Then there's your product ecosystem, which is the sharing of, what types of levels that people are going to come in to your business. And the challenge set is, if you don't have a high price product at the moment, create one and just ask yourself, what is a 10-star service I could provide somebody? And what's the type of person that's going to buy it? Because really we're looking at probably from your marketing, about 2 to 3% of people that will buy that product, right? That specific product, and be a right fit for that product, right? So, and that's just from, traditional marketing methods, right? It's a little bit different if you're writing your copywriting right, and you got your full-headed sales pages, and you've got decent budgets to be able to hit your marketing for, right? If not, you got to have other strategies, other ways of doing things to be able to grow and scale, right? So there's plans for everything. It depends on your strategy. And as I said, you want a strategy, and you want someone to show you how to go about getting all of this sorted, right? You just book in a Warrior Scale session with us. It's completely free. In those sessions, we help you design a plan as part of it. However, to be able to design a plan, we do need to know your business, what it's about, where it's at, where it wants to go, your goals, your strategies and things that you've tried in the past, and what you want to hit, where you want to take it. And then, once we know all that and understand all that information, then we can give you some strategies to be able to help you get there. So you can just book in one of those sessions, and I'm more than happy to go through that. So this is what it's all about. It's all about creating your own business's ecosystem. You've got your own ecosystem. Doesn't matter what hits, Corona, blah, blah, blah. You got your own ecosystem. You got people that are loyal, that follow you, that enjoy what you do. They absorb your information. What happens? You start doing more deals. You start doing more sales, and you're not as reliant on the, what's going on in the world, right? That's why you make sure you adapt, right? You adapt to change, right? Your own business's ecosystem should have a change plan in it, should something happen, right? And that's what it's all about. In every industry, there's someone killing it, right? It's just a question. What are they doing differently? How can I do that as well? So I'm going to be taking some questions as well. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody, right? Have you guys been really enjoying this type of content that we've been going through as well? Have you guys found it valuable? If you have, let me know in the comments. Just type value into the comments. As I said to you guys before, we've got a little beta test coming up as well. We got a couple of people interested in from yesterday, which is cool. So we're going to be doing some beta testing on a cold messaging strategy that I've been using for a while. I mean, I use it myself, and I have been using it myself for a long time. And it works for me, right? And, when it works for me, it'll work for anybody else. However, I still like to prove concepts with other people and get them to give me feedback on the videos, the trainings and things like that, so that, we can systemize it so anyone can use that strategy as well. So if you want to be part of our up and coming beta test and you haven't got huge sort of marketing dollars to spend at the moment, and you're just looking for some ways to be able to get some people that are interested in your product, just type in info below and we'll reach out all the details on that one as well. Thanks so much for sharing, Veronica. Hey, if you guys haven't followed Veronica, make sure you do. She worked with Tony Robbins for over 20 years. Sensational coach. So if you're looking to get a breakthrough to up-level your way that you think as a business owner, you definitely want to make sure that you follow Veronica and hit her up. And I'm sure she could do some type of session or something with you. Just make sure you mention my name and you've come from me, okay? And you saw it on the live stream. Okay, is watching from South Africa. Thanks so much for tuning in, Indra, and you're amazing, my man. Fantastic. G'day, says Serena. Hey, mum, my number one fan, as always. As always. Hey there, Steph. Thanks so much for joining in. Amazing that you're here. Hey, Adam. Welcome to the call, my man. Adam, we're going to catch up too, bro. So I'm just going to read some comments and stuff here, guys. So hopefully you can still hear me okay. If you can hear me, just let me know. Just say you can hear me. Echo, echo, echo. Was I echoing? Well, thank you. How about yourself? I'm doing fantastically. I know you're speaking to Serena as well, Steph. Pretty good. Surviving in Bali during the pandemic, 5 to 6 months, no travel. Yeah, 100%. Oh, you guys are just having a conversation here. I love it. Trade places. Yes, definitely. We will trade with Serena for Bali. Definitely. Right? Definitely going to do that. Not swap, just join. Well, I don't know, Serena. We could just swap. It's okay. I'm joking, obviously. I'm joking. Glad you make it here. What's your business right now? I think I saw JD's coaching. Yeah. Whiteboard sessions. Yeah, I'm glad. I know you enjoy the whiteboard sessions, Serena, because you're very visual, which is cool. I want to make sure I cater for the visual people as well as people who would prefer to listen. So we're catering to all the different types of people, etc., and the way you guys learn. That's what it's all about, which is what you all learn in NLP, right? If any of you have done NLP in the past, a tech startup 3 years ago. Squashed. It was squashed from the pandemic, okay, or the plandemic. Yeah, we won't get into that. Coaching today was quiet. Value. I'm glad you're getting plenty of value from this as well, Steph. Who's Veronica and how do I find her page? She's right at the top of the page. Right at the top of the comments, you'll see Veronica. Her name is spelled Veronique. So you're friends with me. You could just go through my friends list, Steph, and you'll be able to find Veronica. You're visual as well. Okay, cool. So I'm glad. I think a lot of people actually, what I'm figuring out, a lot of people that do follow us are very visual as well. So this kind of does help all of you with all of this. So like this is so coming back to this, right? So this is exactly what you guys should be doing, right? You've got to have your own ecosystem, work all of it out, right? So part of it, the bigger part to the ecosystem is, you got to have something better than just a organic strategy, right? However, you still must have this organic. So to create the demand, you must still have organic and you must have a paid strategy, right? The paid, you can spend a lot of money really fast if you don't know what you're doing. So you're better off getting somebody to help you with that, okay? It'll help you get faster results. It'll help you tune things in a lot faster. So you must have an organic and a paid. Organic is very slow. Very slow. This is a lot faster, right? I don't know about you. I'm impatient. I'm a very impatient person. I would say I'm not only very impatient because I am very, very patient in a lot of aspects, but I'm impatient in terms of, getting goals, right? So I'm very patient with people and people's decision-making processes and all that type of stuff, right? But when it comes to my own goals, I'm very impatient, okay? So I'm very patiently impatient. if that makes sense. And I recommend you guys do the same thing, by the way, right? Just be impatiently patient from your own goals perspective, okay? Wonderful, fantastic, amazing. So that's what you got to have as part of your ecosystem. That's what you create. That's how you do it. That's how you grow it. That's how you scale it. That's just how you do it, right? So you got to have that. So what I want you guys to do as well is you want to bounce some ideas around with this. You want to really sort of, I guess, get these two pieces right in your ecosystem so that you can create the own demand around yourself, right? So if you want a paid marketing strategy that's going to help you add 37 to 59 leads in 28 days or less, right? We have the strategies for that. What we've also got is organically, we've got strategies there that's made me hundreds of thousands, okay? Just organically as well. And the thing is, right, like if you're just looking for like something to basically just like copy and paste, right? I've got literally all of this in like copy and paste form for all of you guys too. So all of this here you can get access to. However, I want to help you create a bit of a plan around it first. And I'm going to do that for free, right? So the way that's going to work is you just book in what we call a warrior scale session, right? What we do is we'll help you put together a plan to grow fast and create your own ecosystem. I've done this enough times now, these types of sessions, to know that you guys will do 37 to 59 leads in 28 days, right? That's using our paid marketing strategies, right? And you got to ask yourself the question, like, what would that be worth if I was to get it, right? If I was to get 37 to 59 leads in 28 days, what would that be worth to my business? For a lot of you, it's worth thousands. For a lot of you, it's worth tens of thousands of dollars, right? I've done this enough times to know now that that's exactly on average what all of our clients do. We've got some new case studies that have just been put in place. We've had people do 104 in less than a week, leads, okay? From that, thousands of dollars in sales, right? So am I saying that you're going to do that? No, I'm not, right? I'm not saying that you're going to do that. However, I've done this enough times to know that you guys will do that, okay? I'm just not saying that you're going to do hundreds of leads in a week, right? Because everyone's got different budgets, okay? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you guys how to sort of I'm going to help you guys put an actual plan in place in order to make this happen. I'm going to do that for free. Book in a warrior scale session with us. Just go to jarrodharman.com/appointment and you can book in a session and you can do that with me. This will probably be the last month anyone will ever get to do it with me direct. We've been training up a heap of people to be able to assist with this particular part of the process because, you know, the time, and we've actually got some of the best marketers working with us at the moment as well too. So all of these guys are exceptional at what they do. However, this will probably be the last month that you'll get to do it with me specifically. And what are we? We're on the 28th now, so there's only like a couple of days left. So I'm going to show you a plan for yourself to be able to start doing this for your business specifically. And you might be going, okay, Jarrod, why are you doing it for free, right? Because I know I give enough value here on this page, right, for all of you guys to be able to help you guys really start getting some different results in your marketing, right? And I know there's going to be a certain percentage of people that I will do it that will go, how can you help me actually do this as well? Okay. Now, just because you're booking in a session doesn't mean we're going to work together at all, right? There's only so many people we can work with every single month as well. And we're very, very picky with the types of people that we do work with because, I mean, if I don't like you, right, for starters, I don't want to work with you for 12 months, right? And, you know, there's no hard feelings with that or anything. It's just the way it is. And I know if you don't like me at all after having a conversation with me, then you're not going to want to work with me for 12 months either. It's just going to get too hard, okay? So that's why I'm happy just to do this for free to start with, okay? So we can get a feel for each other. We can work out a strategy and a plan. Sorry, I'm getting calls as well. So there's some people that just don't qualify to work with us at all because, they're just not at the right spot as well. And we just politely let you know and give you some tasks to go away with, and you're away again. Okay. So that's it for today. I want you guys to like and share the stream. Let's get this out to some more people so some more people can actually start getting the value that you guys have got today from this. If you have any questions at all or any other content that you would like with me to share here for you, if there's any other types of content, anything that you want me to share at all, just let me know, and I'm going to share more content that you guys want to hear. Okay? So if that's something that you may find valuable, let me know, and we can start doing this together. I'm just going to have to edit that link as well. Hopefully that one works better now. Cool. Anything else you guys need at all, just let us know, and we will be able to help you really start making this all happen, guys. That's what it's all about. And if there's any questions, I have to fix that link too, by the way, guys, so it's all good. Just send me a PM if you would prefer. I think I've just typed it in wrong. My bad. I'm doing two things at once here. I'm a guy, okay? I do one thing at once. Don't hold it against me. So I know it's all mainly ladies here watching, so I'm a guy. Don't hold it against me, all right? That's why I've got SERENA. She can do multiple things at once. Alrighty, everybody. Peace out. Take it easy, and I'll speak with you all really, really soon. Remember one thing. If you do not fight for your own freedom, nobody else will. Every single day, get out there, take action. Start implementing all of this. Make it happen. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, 12 o'clock on the show. Make sure you're following the page. Speak to you soon.